Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're looking at another 2022 set. This time the Mercedes Twin Pack from the Speed Champions range. This is set number 76909, the Mercedes-AMG F1 W12E Performance and Mercedes-AMG Project One. It is a 9+ set with 564 pieces, and here in Canada it retails for $39.99. As I said before, it is a twin pack, so it features the two cars, the Formula One race car and the Project One stock car, as well as a driver for each. The Formula One car does feature extra pieces to change over its number for the alternative driver if chosen. Like with my usual reviews, we'll start by looking at each of the builds, followed by the figures, then conclude with the box and my final thoughts. The first car we'll look at in the set is the Formula One race car. Now, as somebody who's collected the theme Speed Champions since it first debuted in 2015, I have not been a big collector of its Formula One side. I focus more on the stock cars and performance cars they produced, as the Formula One cars never really interest me. However, with this set, my main reason for buying this set is the Formula One car, as I quite like the way it looked in the initial pictures, and having it in hand, I like the design a lot more. The car itself is built primarily in a black coloring with teal green, dark red, as well as some grays used throughout for accents. The overall design of the car is very basic, but it turns out quite well. I do like the change to the 8 wide format they made in 2020, and for this car it works quite well. It allows for a lot more details, like the air ducts on the side, as well as a better built rear wing. The car itself, for construction-wise, is all built outwards from a central frame. The frame itself is done using Lego Technic, something a little bit different. It does go together fairly quickly, I guess. The sides of the car are all held on using a 2x2 modified tile with a bracket on it. I think that's what it's called. I'll show that at the end a little more. The rear spoiler of the car is the Cars one used for the 2017 wave of Junior's Cars movie sets. It does have a Petronas sticker on the front side of it. I really like the way they built the spoiler on the back. Like, it looks quite neat for the way it was done. There's also the brake light there for the car. The cabin of the car can seat one figure, like a usual Formula One race car. The driver's console in this version uses a gaming controller, unprinted, for the steering wheel, which looks really cool and works quite well. And then for the mirrors on this car, these two mirrors are built using the superhero accessory holder upside down. It is molded in teal this time instead of the trans clear. Works quite well. The nose cone section of the car is only one stud wide, whereas the main body is 2 studs, and the central chassis is 2 studs. And this is done by using a Technic brick that goes into an axle built into the frame. I'll show that a little bit closer at the end. There's a printed piece here for the Mercedes emblem. And one thing I should mention is that the Speed Champions theme is well known for its sticker usage, and this set is not very shy on them. I believe there was 30 or 40 stickers in total, which is a lot of stickers for a set, but when you see the other car as well as this car, you'll see why there is a lot, as every little detail you see is a sticker, with only a couple prints used in this set. These tire pieces are the NASCAR ones introduced in the 2019 Camaro set, reprinted here for Formula One. They look quite cool. They just attach to the old style rim, which this set uses. It does not use the rim introduced last year. That's what they look like. And yeah, that's it for the Formula One race car. Next, we'll look at the Mercedes Project One. One thing I should mention before I switch over cars is that there is alternative pieces used here for the numbers, as well as the flag and this top piece. There's 2 different numbers in the set. If you watch the previous clip again, you see that I have the number 44 on it, whereas this one is number 77. 2 pieces are printed in both numbers, 44 and 77, and there's also an alternative one of these included to switch the top piece of the car for the alternative driver. And yeah, that's it for the Formula One car. Let's look at the Mercedes Project One. The second car we'll look at is the Mercedes Project One. Now, I did say before that my main reason for buying this set was the Formula One race car. I still do quite like the design of this one as well, though. The overall look of the car is built primarily in a light bluish gray color, with some black and teal green used for accents throughout. The build on this car is a little more complex than that of the Formula One car. It does use some pretty interesting techniques, though, especially for this rear wing on the back. This is just the typical helicopter wing on its side. I do like the texture look on the side of the car as well. The rims on this one are the newer rims introduced last year, the low profile. It does include an alternative set of hubcaps as well. The back of the car has some interesting part usage to create its angled shape. There's the Project One logo on the back. The spoiler is also attached using the superhero accessory pieces molded in black for this car. There's the other side. The front of the car has some more printed pieces as well, including the grille, as well as these two headlights. The windshield is also printed in the set, which makes 5 pieces in total being printed. I do think these sets could benefit from more printed parts, though, with their sticker usage, but there's the new piece. This is a brand new piece for March 2022. Used in this set, the Lotus and I believe the Aston Martin, where it is done in both unprinted and printed versions. The grille of the front bumper of this car is offset by half a stud, which adds a unique kind of look to it. I do like the design. There's the undercarriage of the car. This car is like all 8 stud wide speed champions. It can fit 2 minifigures side by side, a driver and a passenger. There's the steering console. I do like the gear shift sticker down there. Last year's models just used a brick built one, whereas I think a sticker one or a printed one even would go a lot better. There's the back of the cab. You can kind of see how this is attached. It's attached using Technic bricks. There's a lot of Technic building in this set. I do like the way they use the mud guards for the grille on the top of the car as well. And yeah, that's it for the Mercedes Project One. Next, we'll talk about the figures. Both included cars in the set have a driver minifigure to operate the vehicle. On the left is the driver for the Formula One car, and on the right is the driver for the Project One. Both figures have a exclusive torso printing for this set. The driver of the Formula One also has a full-on racing suit, so printed legs as well. There is back printing for both these figures, with this one having a AMG logo and this one having the Mercedes Formula One team logo, the Petronas. Both figures also have alternative headgear, so helmets or hats for each, or helmets and hair for each. Oops. And there's what they look like with the alternative headgear. There is no alternative face prints for these figures. And yeah, that's it for the minifigures. Next, we'll talk about the box and my final thoughts. Overall, I'd say this is one of the better of the more recent 8 stud wide speed champion sets. I think both cars are done as accurately as they possibly could have with the scale and keeping them somewhat easy to build for the age range. I quite like the color scheme on the Formula One car. I think it adds a unique flavor to the theme. I do like the ability to switch the numbers as well. I think it adds some nice play feature to the overall set. And yeah, that's it for my review of the Mercedes-AMG F1 W12E Performance and Mercedes-AMG Project One. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.